The game would have to be stopped.
Back for the second period here at the Bethlehem area YMCA. BenMyersTimesUnion.com sidelines blog for you. Right here, basically mid-ice for this 4-5 game between Bethlehem. It makes sense they'd be playing at the Bethlehem area YMCA, of course, and CBA. Flipped one towards Dakota Smith. He'll get the save early on. Shot from Shepardson. Didn't have enough on it, nor was it really on target. It's probably going to go over the goal. But Smith makes the save and gets a stop with 14:49 left to play in the period. Face-off where Bethlehem scored the first goal of this one on the Diego shot earlier in this game back in the first period, as this one's going to be flipped through the top of the slot and then be backhanded back down in the corner. Shepherdson's going to chase there. Backhand around and try and move it along with Vincent. Vincent can't get anything going though, and the brothers break it back out the other way, led by McMahon, who takes it over the right side, try and put one towards goal. He deflected away, and then one will go across and down in the near side corner. Bring it back through the neutral zone, poked away by the Bethlehem defense, led by Chrysakos right there. Now we'll bring it in, get a shot, a quick save made. This one will go back right where it came from, down into the far corner. One in front, still loose, it'll be knocked away by the defense. Now Turnan's shot from Shepardson. He's knocked down by the defense, and here comes Bassett the other way. Bassett over the blue line, onside, skips past one, backhand across, defense is there to break up the pass though, as it was Gastola who got in the way of that one. Excuse me, Parente was the one that got in the way of that one. Drive it in on Smith, but save is made, turned around with McMahon, who backhands it behind his own goal. 13:35 left to play in the second period. Out near the blue line, held in. Verstandig had on his stick for a second. Now Betts will have it. McMahon gets the pass, and he'll come bring it in up the middle. Try to get a pass across the Van Epps there. Knocked away. But taken out of the play there that time by Moran. Move it back in behind. 13:15 left to go in the period. Now 1-0 lead in Bethlehem's favor as they try and reset. Parente cruises over and gathers and bounces it off the boards of Verstandig. Verstandig will play it through neutral ice and drive it in up that left side with Caswell. Caswell will take it in behind the goal and get a pass all the way through. Try and see if they can get something back the other way. Unable to do so. Or, excuse me, that wasn't Caswell before. That was Carroll, and he passed it over to Caswell. At 12 and 22, when those jerseys get crumpled, a little tough to differentiate. But anyway, all goes for naught as we're back out in the neutral zone. And CBA trying to play it back in up these near side boards. 12:35 left to go in the period. Bounce up into the netting. We'll have a stoppage. 12:34 left to go. 1-0 in Bethlehem's favor in this 4-5 game quarterfinal of the Section 2 hockey tournament. Bouncing in onside, hit a couple of skates, hit a couple of shin guards. Now we're back in behind, try and play a pass across. Another pass try, and they can't get the connection made. Now we're going back out to the neutral zone. Bounce it through there. Now we're right on the blue line for CBA. Gathers, and now they'll bring it in thanks to Glennon. Glennon tries to get a shot on it. It'll be high and hit the glass and go the whole way around for a big hit delivered on the far side on Greenwald. Greenwald goes down to the ice, back out in the neutral zone. Liam Glennon is able to dump one back in cross ice before State is able to grab it. 12 minutes left to go in this one. Still no power plays in this game, no penalties yet in this one. The only real whistle we had was for an equipment problem back in the first period. 11:45 left to go in the second. Bounce it up and down, and a shot gets on Smith, and he has to make a quick save, and he gets the glove in the hold. Back in behind, Bass will take it out from behind his own goal, get the pass over to Van Epps. Van Epps will move it through neutral zone and get it over to McMahon. McMahon will try a snapshot, deflects off the blade of a stick and goes over top, now back in behind. McMahon trying to track it down there. Eventually gets a pass over to Van Epps, takes it back in behind. 11:20 left to go in the period. Van Epps will be taken down to the ice. Probably take a nice little chunk out of it there before he'll be knocked off, but now a hands up, and McMahon's trying to touch it up in behind. They're going to have the extra skater on, and Swantek is on the ice, so it's 6-on-5 until Bethlehem can get the touch up with 11:05 left in the period. Finally, a stop and play will get the penalty called for a trip against Bethlehem. Send Moran in the box for a minute and a half. First penalty of the game, first power play of the game, and it'll go in CBA's favor. Swantek at the blue line snaps one through, and it goes high. Rebound chance in front, still loose. McMahon trying to grab it. No, actually, excuse me, that was not McMahon. That was Bassett that actually tried to grab it. That 14 and 24 with those swoosh numbers, sometimes hard to keep track of. So on the far side, move it out to McMahon at the point, and then get a pass across to Swantek. Swantek will have a go, and this one gets all the way through, but is saved and then knocked away from danger by Bethlehem. 1 minute left on the power play, 10:30 left in the period. 1-0 is the score right now in Bethlehem's favor. CBA still on the power play and bring it ahead this time with McMahon. He'll bring it in onside, try and get a shot on. No, he's going to turn around and set it up instead. McMahon will pass it through. Van Epps is there. Now the shot is score, and we're tied at 1 on the goal by Evan Van Epps. Goal for Van Epps, number 13 on the season, tied up at 1. Comes with 10:16 left to go in the second period. And this 4-5 game is almost as close as we thought it was going to be. Well, I guess you can't get much closer, so it is as close as we thought it was going to be. As CBA will win the draw here and play it out in the neutral zone. Power play goal for Van Epps right there. Play it out through neutral ice. Bethlehem will bring it in on the attack. Broken up there and finally taken away. Move it out with Stockman, who will go up the right side to Swantek. Swantek will wind up and have a go at it, but it's wide to the left. 9:44 left as we continue play here. 1-1 is our score in the second period of this Section 2 quarterfinal game. Offside, onside, now we're through the neutral zone, and here comes Bethlehem back the other way. Snaps one towards goal, was too wide to the left that time. Taking the chance was Carroll. Bouncing off the side of the net, now we're back in behind. Back and forth we go, 9:23 left in the period. As it's pinned up against the boards, nobody able to emerge with it yet. Now Bethlehem have a chance, drive it in, try and get a pass out to the top of the slot. No, they're going to dig at it instead, and the CBA defense comes in and helps out there. Finally gathered up by, looked like Harrison got his stick to it first, and now we'll flip it down the ice. They're going to put it on the goaltender, so no icing on this one. Pretty accurate flip from the end. Trying to catch CBA in a change here as they get a few new skaters on. A little misplay there by Bethlehem though, and they're going to have it still in CBA's control on the misfire on the dump in. Deflected back and forth. CBA has it again. They'll move it out in the neutral zone. Van Epps, who just scored, will have it on the left-hand side. Trying to get a pass across. Couldn't eventually get it to O'Keefe there. Now we're back out near the point. Far side corner, bounce off the glass into the neutral zone. McMahon backs it up, get a pass across this time to Chrysakos. Chrysakos off the boards to Van Epps. Takes a little bit of a hit before he gets the pass over to McMahon. McMahon's ready for it though, and he drives it down into the far side corner. 8:20 left to play in the period. We're tied at 1. McMahon with a steal and a shot on. Still loose in front, another shot, and this one's going to be saved and knocked away. That time Cooley came up with a couple of big ones. Neutral ice as Bethlehem gathers, bring it back up that left side, dump it in with Harrison, that was Scrow that dumped it in. Now we'll turn it around and see if CBA can bring it back the other way. Van Epps with the pass, get it across ice to O'Keefe. O'Keefe will bring it in up the right side, but they're going to get a change instead of pursuit with 7:45 left to go in the period. Swantek will glove it down to himself, gets it over to Betts. Betts can't get a clean shot off, and now we're back in behind goal. Couple of bodies will meet there. Flagler was the one delivering the punishment for the Eagles. Now we're back in behind. Bethlehem in control, trying to get it out of their own zone. 7:27 left in the period. Turnover and a shot, and it'll just go wide to the left. CBA had a golden opportunity there as they knocked it away in the Bethlehem third. Back out into neutral. Crisicos will grab it in his own side. 7:15 left to go as he tries to get a pass ahead to Betts, but this one's going to misfire. Bring it back the other way with Vincent. Cross ice to Shepardson. Shepardson to bring it up left side to Vincent. A shot and blades meet, and this one's popped up into the beams up top above the ice. At 7:04 left in the period, we're going to have a whistle and a stoppage in play as we get things reset as the puck went out of play. Drive it from the point, and this one's going to go wide to the right. Shepardson chases it down on the near side board. So he knocked off the puck, even though he did get the pass away to Vincent. Go back out to the point, though, and now a chance for Flagler, but it'll be knocked away and back in behind. Go far side. Greenwald trying to play it out. Shepardson came up from behind and knocked it away. But Bassett's going to be able to gather this one up behind his own goal and wait for reinforcements there. 6:38 left to go in the period. Move it out, bounce it through the zone, finally bring it out with Sean Glennon. Glennon will bring over the left-hand side of that blue line. Try to get a pass down in the corner, and then he's knocked off the puck. And a dump in right behind him from Mail. Fine, bounce it back, and now CBA will put it right back in their zone. 6:19 left in the period as finally the Eagles gather some momentum with Flagler as he brings it over the right side. Dump it in, bounce it off the boards, trying to get something going. Instead, they're going to change the defenders behind the play with 6:08 left to play in the period now. 1-1 is still our score in this 4-5 game of the Section 2 hockey tournament. Hit delivered there on Greenwald. He went down to the ice, and Bethlehem comes back the other way with Parente. Parente can't get anything going. He has to put it back in behind. Mail had it there, and now he'll play it out into the neutral zone. Parente will grab it for Bethlehem. 5:45 left to go in the period. Can't get anything going though as Mail got in the way of the dump in pass that time. Bassett will have it, turn it around, try and get something going back the other way, play it off the cardboard and out into neutral ice. And now CBA gets a dump in and it'll go back in behind the Bethlehem goal. 5.5 left to play in the period as the brothers get a change. Bounce it off the boards. Bassett will gather it near his own blue line. Leaves the handle for a moment. Play it off the boards to Van Epps. Van Epps over to McMahon. And here comes McMahon into the zone. Pass it to Van Epps. Van Epps can't get a clean shot. Back and behind Bethlehem goal. 5:14 left to go. Errant pass in front. And here comes Bethlehem back the other way. Potential 3-on-2 develops as they bring it over the blue line. Shot on and put into the corner by Smith. Time with Parente leading the charge. He couldn't get anything clean on goal though, and now we'll have O'Keefe bring it back the other way as we're playing fluid hockey through the last about 5 minutes of this one. Shot wide to the right by McMahon, and then it'll go to the far side corner. Van Epps touched it for a second, but here comes Bethlehem back the other way. This time they'll be led by Nick Gastola. Gastola will snap one off and it'll be wide to the right. Go back and behind. Gastola gathers there. 4:39 left in the period. Now we're near side boards. Vincent has it there for Bethlehem. Play it through the top of the slot. He'll snap one toward goal. This one's deflected and knocked away to the near side corner. Back in behind, CBA trying to clear their own zone. 4:24 left in the period. Eagles had a little bit of a misplay there. Now we're back in the neutral zone. They still have the possession though, and now they'll dump in. Put one right on Smith. He's actually going to get the cover here and get a change for the brothers. 4:15 left to go in the period. We're still tied 1-1 in this number 4, number 5 matchup of the Section 2 hockey tournament. Face off for Bethlehem goes into the near side corner. Now a chance in front for Shepardson, and he'll get a shot on, but the save is made by Smith and then knocked away almost immediately. Betts will clean it up, try and play it out. Can't get it out though. Now he'll go blade to blade with an Eagle before Swantek emerges with it, and he'll bring it through the neutral zone. Backhanded into Eagles ice. Gathered there though by State, and he'll move it back in the neutral zone. Here comes Vincent back the other way. Move it back and forth on his blade. He can't get anything going though. Now Swantek has it, and he'll bring it back for the brothers. He'll have it, or try to get a pass over there to Harrison. He couldn't get a connection made. Parente has it, tries to play it ahead to Shepardson. Shepardson will touch, and now the Eagles will get a change as a dump in. 3:30 left to play in the period. 1-1 is our score here at the Bethlehem area YMCA. Harrison has it on his stick for CBA, and he'll bring it in, try and dump one off to Swantek. Swantek will pin it up against the boards and play it to himself. Another Eagle shows up on the scene, and they'll knock it out in neutral ice. Eventually they're trying to get that pass ahead to Diego, who has the goal for BC, but they couldn't get it on his tape. On side as CBA can't clear their zone. Now they'll have a chance. And actually, we're going to say we're offside here. Referee on the other side had the call on that one, so we're offside. BC going to have a face-off just outside of the brothers' zone as CBA will get a couple of changes. 3 minutes left in the period. We're tied 1-1. If you listen and watch the sidelines at timesunion.com, I'm Ben Myers with the action for you this evening. Bouncing off the glass and into CBA ice. Bassett's there. Takes it himself. See if he'll work it out. Does get the pass ahead, and they get a deflection over to McMahon. McMahon will bring it up the right-hand side. Try and get one across. Sticking his stick into the way was Cooley, though, and broke up the play. Turnover for the Eagles, and CBA is going to keep this possession going, though, with 2:35 left in the period. Bounce over a stick, and now Bassett has a chance to fake the shot. Now we'll have one, and it'll go wide to the right. McMahon on the rebound, though, has it out near the far side boards. Poked off his stick. Van Epps gets over there for a moment, and now we'll put it back in behind. State will eventually emerge with it, try and get it out over the blue line, pop straight up in the air. Bethlehem trying to get something going here, and I think we're going to have a hand pass called against the Eagles, and we will. So a hand pass against Bethlehem. We'll move it back into the Eagles' third with 2:12 left in the period. Puck down, back in behind the Bethlehem goal. Cooley takes his time and watches everybody get out of the way. And now here come the Eagles up the right side. Snap one on. Smith makes a save, bounces to the far side corner. Carroll had to try that time. Carroll has it on his stick again. He'll be taken down from behind, and he'll be put back in behind CBA goal. Carroll's doing some work, though, and gets it back out to the point. Snap one through. Can't get it on frame, though, as it hits a couple bodies. It goes near side corner. 1:45 left in the period. 1-1 is our score, and still behind the CBA goal. Carroll still has it there. Carroll gets the pass out. Flagler has it. He'll wind up and hit a defender in front. And now Harrison will bring it back the other way, and I think the goal came off the peg. Or we're going to have an interference call. We're going to have an interference call here. See who they send in. Looks like CBA is the offending party, and going into the box for the brothers is Sam Mayo. So first power play of the game for Bethlehem. It comes with 1:34 left in the period, so they'll get the whole, basically the whole rest of the period on the power play. Draw one by CBA. They try and play it out. Here comes McMahon. He's got reinforcements too as a 2-on-1 develops. McMahon beats one. Chance in front. Shot and a score. Shorthand goal for CBA. Getting the score that time will be John Bassett for the brothers.
Scored by number 14, John Bassett, assisted by number 24, Dean McMahon, at 13:37 of the second period. Again, that is number 14, John Bassett, from number 24, Dean McMahon.
So Bassett gets his 13th of the season. BC's going to have to back this one up, trying to get their power play set up with 45 seconds left in their advantage. 46 seconds left in the period. Thanks to the shorthand goal for CBA, though, they have a 2-1 lead. Julio backhanded up. Parente trying to get it going as he'll take it through the neutral zone. Van Epps going to engage him on the left wing. Now he bounced into the corner, and he'll be chased by Parente, though, and Betts will try and knock him off the puck, and then they'll be taken by Carroll there. Carroll works it back in behind, trying to get a pass out, does get it to Parente. 15 seconds left on the power play. Cross ice, snap one toward goal, still loose, and they can't get the shot on, though. CBA will clear the zone. 9 seconds left on the power play, 12 left in the period. Back to even strength as Van Epps provides the harassment in the Bethlehem third, and we're going to go into the second intermission. Locker room, CBA enjoying a 2-1 lead over host Bethlehem. And we'll be back with the third period right after this.